Hello everyone, this is Sonia with Stamping Around the Dining Room Table. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you do not have a demonstrator of your own, I would be happy to be yours. Go to my webpage, stamparoundthetable.stampinup.net. There you can see more about me, you can see our products, you can place an order, you can join my team, you can sign up for a workshop. Okay, any questions, anything I can help you with, please reach out to me here and I will do my best to help you. Okay. Today, this week, I've been doing the Sweet Candy Canes bundle. Okay, and I will show you what I've done so far this week. This was a card that I cased from Dawn. Oh, my mind went blank. I cased this from Dawn, and so the directions for that are on her website, and of course just now my mind went blank with her last name, but this is one that I tried. I saw that the thing, this one little this here, the die cut, that it does line up with some of the stripes, so you can, put the stripes behind it. Dawn Griffith for this. I knew the name would come. And then there's that one and this one, okay? Those I did on Tuesday. These I had beforehand, but these I did on my Tuesday Facebook Live here, so you could check that out if you missed that. Then when and this one was also that day, I believe. Yep. Then on my Wednesday on my YouTube page, which is under my name, Sonia Ranger, I did these. Okay, and this is using two of those, and one is upside down to give you that look. I was a little late because my husband's working on some projects outside with a saw and hammering, so you may hear some of that. I apologize. I just had to get going here, so. But then there's these with almost someone who watches it almost could look like a quilt. So if you wanted to add some stitch marks, with a pen, you could do that. Okay, so there you go with that. All right. So today is our fun fold day. And I had seen a few different people have done what's called an easy stair step. And I thought, I think I want to try that. I've not done that before. So the diagram I have is from Connie Stewart with Simply Simple Stamping. I'm not going to put this on my, I will put down Connie Stewart, so because she did a lot of work to set this up. So if you would like a copy, it's a free download with all the directions. You can go there, and it's on YouTube, through YouTube, or and then if you find the easy side step card that she did, she does have what's it called, a PDF with these directions, these whatever that's called on it. Okay, so here's the one that I made. Okay, see how the stair step is this? Okay, but it's very simply made because this, you just fold that, you score and fold that and put another piece over there. Now on the one Connie made, she decided to put a piece of white on the back where this would be where she would put her greeting. And if you've watched it for any length of time, many times I don't put an interior greeting on until I know who I'm sending it to. Okay, so she put hers back here, and then one of the pieces that she had of the was this. It's longer than you need, so she would trim that down and just put that on there. I'm not trimming it down because I'm not going to put it on there myself, but that would be one way that you could do it. Okay, but I realized you still can open the card to the inside. And most people, when they get the card, they're going to do this, not turn it over, okay? So that same piece of paper will fit, piece of cardstock will fit right here, okay? So that's how I decided I would like to do mine. But I didn't want to adhere it down yet because I wanted to show you the option. Now, with that down like that, you can leave this just like that, just like this. And I did get a little bit, some errant bit of ink on there. But if you don't like the look of having that extra piece there, you could always cut another piece of the same color as your card base and just put that right over it, because then it makes it a smoother look. If you like, if you want, so there's a few options there, okay? You can do it and put your sentiment on the back, because then it hides that, and then there's no sentiment on the inside, it's just plain. Or you can put your sentiment on the inside like this, leave the back like this, or if you don't like how that looks, add this extra piece of cardstock right there. So that's your choice, okay? All right, so today I wanted to show you how to do this. All right, so for the base itself, so like on here it's pool party, okay? Today what I'm going to do with you, this is Sweet Sorbet. All right, so this is the card base, this is the DSP, okay? So it's a full sheet. You start with a full sheet, 8.5 by 11, and then you're going to cut it at 5.5. So here it's showing 8.5 by 11, cut at 5.5. So that's where I'm starting, 5.5, cut. Okay, I'm putting the bottom part of it aside, and now on here across on the 8.5-inch side, which is this way, so you're going to turn it this way, you're going to score at each of these measurements here. So start at 1 1/4. Make sure that you got the scoring blade, not the cutting. 1 1/4, 2 1/4. Whoops. I want to make sure I got the side up here. 2 1/4, and then move it over to 5.5. Okay. So, did I do that right? Oh, I think I did it. No, that's right. 1 1/4. Oh, because this is 1 1/4 and then 1 inch. Okay, that's what confused me. There. I bet I did that incorrectly, didn't I? Oh my goodness, I think it was supposed to be 1 inch. No, 1 1/4. Oh, I see. The second one. This should be, instead of 2 1/4, it should be 2 1/2. Where's my pencil? So I can fix that right now. So glad I was paying attention here. It's probably it may not be a big difference, but it might. Because this goes back. Yeah, see, it won't sit properly. So I'm going to fix this one right here. So that should be 2 1/2. Oh my goodness, I was trying so hard. That's all right. It'll still work out. So this will go up, this down, and it'll be hidden actually when we're done here. Where's my bone folder? And because you want to use your bone folder anyway, give you good crisp edges, is where you're folding things. Okay, so that'll sit better. And whoops. All right, so there's that piece. Then this other half that's down here, okay, so the 8.5 is this way, okay, wait, 8.5, wait a minute, Yes, 8.5 is this. Oh my goodness. So you want to cut this one. This one I'm going to cut at 3.25 inches. And then I'm going to score it at 4.25 because this is 8.5. I want it to fold in half. Okay, just like that. Because that's how you get your stair step. Okay, these are the front, and then here's this piece here. And the bottom of that is flush with the front and flush with the back. Okay, so just like that. And you can move it. You can have it, my first one's more in the middle. You can move it so it's more over onto one side or the other. Okay, you also can change this. This is 3.25, but we had all this. Now you don't want it the whole 8.5 because then that would, you wouldn't see the side step. But if you wanted it a little wider, maybe you want it to come even all the way over, but maybe over here a little more, show a little more on this side, maybe an inch more. Maybe you want it just a little bit narrower. Okay, so this part, the 3.25, that can be wider or narrower. Okay, and then you've got this scrap left over of this. Okay, I'm going to put these aside for the moment because I'm going to now do the DSP. Now, what Connie had done was she had a 6x6 and then she cut part of it off. But to make it 5.25 on one side. Because this was from a 12x12, I did it 6 this way and 5.25 this way. Okay, so you want the 6-inch along the top. And now we're going to cut this time. We're going to cut it. You're going to do 1-inch strip, 2 1-inch strips. Okay, then you're going to do a 2 3/4 inch strip, and that leaves you with 1 1/4. All right. The other pieces that you need besides this are some basic white, or maybe, or a light colored one anyway, whether it's basic white, whether it's very vanilla, depending on what colors you're using. You might want like maybe even a pool party would be like something that, so when you do want to put your stamping on for your, that you're gonna be able to see it. Okay, one of these is 2 3/4 by 5.25. Okay, and that's the piece that I showed you on here that goes either on the back or on the inside. Okay, and then the other one is 3x4. Make sure I'm telling you the right, the 3x4, and that's the one that goes on. That's this piece right here. Okay. All right. So I've got those. All right. So we're finished cutting and scoring. All right. So, excuse me. What you're going to do now is to add these here. You add your DSP. So I'm going to use some glue to do that. But use whatever you like. If you want, whatever your favorite adhesive is, whether it's, oh, and you know what? I wanted to make sure I get these. Oh, that's the wrong one. One of the things is I would like to be able to have this in a continuous line pretty much. So actually, wait, which one's the 1-inch one? This one. Okay, so actually what I really want, I want this here and this here. So I should have lined those up ahead of time. Just so that the pattern of the paper, flows smoothly. So I'm glad I figured that out before I put it down, because Because if it had been the other way, you know, it would have been like, well, it still might have worked. It still would have worked, I guess. I wasn't sure. Maybe I did do it backwards. Oh my goodness. Because this goes... That is backwards, isn't it? No, wait. This way. Yes, it was. It was the first one. See if I can get it off. If it didn't... We have a little bit of time with this, although I think I just messed it up. Well, too bad. So sad. It's not going to... Actually, this piece you're not going to see that well anyway. Let me just do this. I ripped it a little. Anyway, that's the wider one. Silly me. Yeah, see, so this goes this way. Doesn't matter. All right. It's not like the end of the world if they don't match up exactly. It just... There's one of the things that she talked about, that to line it up. But this actually lines up pretty well this way. And you know what? Whoops. I moved it. It moved when I went to try and... Like, man. Because, really, when this is like this, you don't see it as much, as well. I messed that up there. Okay, so anyway, do it. Sometimes it's good to have mistakes so that you can see. Just keep going. Doesn't matter. If I'd done it with my, with the, what am I calling it? The, I might have been able to save it if I had done it with the tape runner, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Okay. So it'll be all right. And some of it will be hidden anyway because you're going to have your other piece over it. All right. So this piece is going to go, and you can just kind of get this like that there. So this will have the white piece on it that I'm going to stamp and then put on. So you can either do that, or you can, you know, before you adhere it, or you can do it now and then add it after. Right? So that's what, but I will work on that piece right now. So that one is, all right, so this is for my interior greeting, or the front. And this is either for the back or the interior, wherever you want that. All right, so let me get I got a little bit of, with all that craziness, I got some some, see if I can get it off here, some glue on my fingers. But anyway, so the biggest thing I would say, when you cut your paper, your DSP, just line it up so that you don't make the mistake I did, that you just can have it, you know, like just straight. This one I'm going to do... I'm going to do Merry and Bright. I think I'm going to do that in Pool Party, which is the lighter blue or bluish green on there. Merry and Bright. And actually, I think I may even just tip it a lot. I kind of like this one tipped. I'm going to do that. Now... Merry and Bright. Now let me just see here. Just want to see, what do I want? So I'll put one of the candy canes on it. Let's see, I've got this candy cane. Or could even do some on either side. Like there's a green. What else do I have? I got a red one. I have this one. And actually, I think I may just... Looks like most of them are facing. And then there's this red and green, but that's brighter red than this. Because this is a sorbet. This has both the real red and sorbet on it. This does have some, it's got the green, but it's also got some of the Pool Party on it. I think I might do it like this. Put that there. Now, one of the things I discovered I really like with this is some of the greenery from some of the others, but I might use this one today. So let me see here. So if we do this, but I don't know, that might be, so let's see. So we put this like that. And maybe I'll just stamp those others on. If I can get a hold of this here. So I put these like this. And I stamped some, I cut out some greenery. This was stamped and cut out using, it comes from this set. But then this is from, what was that one from? That was from this set, Decorated with Happiness. Okay, it's like this little one right here. The other ones I found were in with the mistletoe, which, here it is, the mistletoe. And they're a little different. And they're these two, which gives you these two sizes. But I think I'm going to do this one with it today. And I think I'm going to put this, let me just see here before I finish this up. I put that there. I can get a hold of these. Hopefully you can see. Do it kind of like that. Put this here. And because I could also stamp these. I don't want to stay till I glue them, but I don't want to glue them until I know for sure this is what I want. There. Ah, come on. There. Put this here. And then I was thinking maybe I would stamp the other up here. But, or do I want some more greenery up here? Oh, that's in green, not in. Anyway, we'll maybe do that. And this. Maybe like that. Let me just see. How do I like that? I think I might like that. And then, oh, hi Meg, thanks for watching. I just happened to look at finally looking over at my, this is the brighter, this is actually real red. Go there. I might put, or these are some from my stash. They retired a few years ago, but I really like them. I might even put that on here, one of those on here. But I want to start with this. I'm not sure what else I'm going to do, but this is what I'm going to decide. I am going to do that. So get some glue. And sometimes what I found that can be easier if you are, and I think I'm going to pop this up too. So sometimes instead of trying to get the glue on there, if I make a little puddle. So wait, before I do that though, maybe I should pop this up. I don't know if I'll need more of these, but I'm just trying to see where does it, if I sit it like this, for sure I need it. I want to take off that other piece yet. There, I think I need 3 of them. I might need one more here. So there. And now let me just see. Because that goes there. And then, like just the ends of those, so I don't really need it all totally glued down. Go like this. Whoop, get a hold of that. maybe. There. Make sure, does that look right? Now this has to be a little more, oh, they're not dry yet. Let me just, there. More like that, I think. And yeah, and then that can go there. Okay, so I can take these off now. I don't want to do it yet just in case. I want to like set it down and have it stick and not be where I, in the right spot. Ah, come on. Get off there. Because my fingers have all this glue on them from there. Could have been up a little more, but it'll be all right. However it is, we'll be fine. And then these I wanted to do more like this. I don't know if I want the, do I want this in front? I might want that in back. Now, let me see. A bit more like that. Come on, get down there. Yeah, more like that. There. I'm going to let that sit for a minute because otherwise I'm going to end up with making it a mess. Close it up for a minute. Close this up. And try and get glue off my fingers here. It's the hardest part for me with using the glue as I get it all over me. Okay. So this will be, you can see, let me make sure it's going on. See, the one thing about if I put the white on here before I probably should have done it after I stamped it, before I decorated it, because it does make it a little more difficult for me to, make sure it gets pressed down. I can't, like, a lot of times we turn it over and press and like do this, but with all those things on there, it does make it a little more difficult. But there we go. There's that. And I will embellish it a little more here in a moment. Okay. So now I need to decide where I'm going to put this. Now this one is almost directly in the middle. Might be off a little. I didn't measure. I just put it where it looked good to my eye. This one, I think I want to put it one side or the other a little, but I want to make sure that we can see the stripes there. So either, maybe a little, let me try a little more like that, I think, but let me just see how I like it. Like that, because then you can see the stripes a little. See, that one's more in the middle. That's a little. I also could bring it over here more. Let's see, what do I like better? Okay, do I like it? Let me move this to the side. Do I like it better like that? Whoop. Maybe. Or like this. I think I like it a little more over here, but it could go either way. And that's one of the nice things, that when it's yours, put it where you want it, right? Put this under, so I'm trying to keep my surface here clean. And let me see. I want this to be, yeah, there. Just put a couple of So there's that. I'm going to have that be, as I said, about, oop, I got it in the wrong spot there. About there. Okay. And see, because I put it so it's not over here, but I wanted it up kind of close there. So that's why I measured it that way. Now this one goes, maybe got a little crooked there, but that's okay. And here I'm going to put a couple rows a little bit down here. And the other place I'm going to want it is up here. And you can see about where to put it because you know how wide it is because that's right under it. Okay. Like that. Whoop. Moved it there. There. So there we go. There it is. You can see there it's standing up. Okay. And then on this one, let me just see, because on the other I used, let me just show you what I did use. Oh, let me just find all my, they're here. No, what were those from? Those are from, not these. Is that from this one? Yes, from Christmas season. That's where I got these from that I did this. Okay. Now, but because I used more of that, I might use, those are a little, it's just a little bigger. I could use, it's here, I have it over here somewhere. I could use these on the inside, like this. This is a little bigger. I might stick with the little ones, but let me just see here. How does this, oh, I don't have my extras in here. It's okay. Put this on here. Take this one off. So, there's my scrap paper. I had a little piece, but I'm going to grab another one here. So I can just kind of decide, what do I like better? Which one do I like the look of better? And I probably want a couple colors here, so let me see. So if I do this, how if I get it? Do I want these? That is a little bigger. That's kind of interesting though to add that. But then I want some greenery with it. That green, do I have that in a stamp? I do, right here. It's a little different. Right here, this one. Or I could use the other ones too, if I like, but that one's just a little different. So, then the other ones that I did, see these had two, so let me just see. Do that one with the, so those were in Pool Party, this is in Garden Green. So just want to kind of see, how do these look together? So let me try it this way. So I do that one that way. I have to stamp it a little better, obviously. And then like this, maybe, or maybe, let me just see. Let me try it one other way. This way. So I stamped it off once, so it doesn't overpower these. And what else did I want to? I still could use this for a little bit of red. So use a Sweet Sorbet. All right, so let me try it again here. This is what I want to do. I think if I start with these up in the corner first, then this one, I stamp it off once, do that. Then, where's the other one? Right here. So these would be coming down instead of going up. That might work. Let me try one other thing here with the bigger ones, see if I like those any better. That. Now, this one again. There, and where did I put those bigger ones? Right here. Okay, well, that's kind of interesting, but I think those may be almost too big. Although, what if I did one more thing I'm going to try? By the time I decide what I want, you guys are going to be like, oh my gosh, just do it. Would you just do it? I do this. And then do, that curves that way. Bring this even like this. And the little one, maybe more, except I would have to have more like this. I think I'm going to try that one. It's only paper, as they say. If I don't like it, I can always turn it over or get another piece. Oh, wait. I want this first. Is this really there? Now, because I just did that. There's that. I can even have that over here so it's off. I should have my scrap paper under that though. And then this one there. I think I kind of like that. A little different. Okay. So, and again, so here's this. That could be in there. Or, if you liked the way Connie did it, you could put it on the back. And if it's on the back, as I mentioned before, if you want, there's my other piece here. This piece. You can put this piece back here and just trim it off. Okay. I think mine are going to go on the inside, but I will decide that later. Okay, let me just close this up. Because otherwise I'm going to make a mess of everything. And let me just look at this for 1 second. Look, this is a little smaller, but that other piece that's left over, if you really wanted it smoother on the back, you could add that. Or, as I said, you get to make a wider piece. But it's not bad doing it that way either. And here, let's see, because I got this. Where's my, got some glue here. Use this to take that off. Okay, these, honestly, we don't carry them anymore. These little rubber eraser type things. You can find them at the dollar. Around here, we find them at the dollar store. There's a lot of places you could find them. Actually, I might put this one right there, but it needs to be trimmed just a little. Where's my, it's not the one I wanted, but it's the one I find. I think just because it's a little frayed, I'm just gonna, there, oop, and this one. Not too much, it's tiny to begin with. And that, I usually use, there's some glue there, it might stick. If not, I do have my glue dots. Here's that. And then, do I want, where's my take your pick tool? Do I want green here? Here's the green. Or would I rather have the red? Maybe the red, yeah. And then I'll put one over here. and one here. There. Ta-da! There we go. All right. I just decided, I've been going so long, I'm just did one ahead of time so you could see what I was going to work on, and then make the other one in front of you. So that's what we did for today. Okay, so and here's what, when you stand them up, you see like this is now with the camera, obviously you just look down on them, but with them standing up, it would be like this, because obviously standing up, those are gonna, let me just see, what do I have here to put under there? Nothing that doesn't have, anyway, they would go, so they would stay up just a little bit like that, more like that. But you can at least see, get an idea, and you can see, here, let me hold them like this. Okay. All right. So, and again, you can make them as simple or as elaborate as you want. I could have added more things. I could have added less things. So that's the wonderful thing about when you're making your own cards. You do it the way you like. Okay. So let me just see. I think it looks like Meg may have been the only person to have said anything, but let me just take a look here. It does show me some. Oh, interesting. I thought it was on my stamping around the dining room table, but what it's showing up there is different. So anyway, okay. Hopefully this is where I think it is. If not, I'll have to share it later. Okay, so thank you so much for watching today. Hope everyone has a great weekend. I will be back again on Tuesday with more things to share with you. So until we meet again, my friends, happy crafting. Bye-bye.